Here's a competition between two Vornado knockoff air circulator fans I have. A Holmes Blizzard that I got brand new last month, and a Honeywell HT900 with a fuse plug that I got for free from an abandoned room. Now, these fans have 3 speeds, fuse plugs, removable front grills. That requires a long Phillips head screwdriver, but the blades are different. This one has older style HT800 saw blades. This is HT900 from Honeywell. Actually, Honeywell a few years ago made some of these with PSC motors and still do. They changed the blade design bit and the logo to white on the black models, and they also have colored models too, besides black and white. Here's a sticker. I think this one was made from 2013. The other one is ETL listed too. The back sides here. The cord on the Honeywell comes from up here, but the Holmes cord comes from down here. Similar design. This goes from low to high, and this one goes from high to low. I find the switch on the Holmes easier to turn because this is a smaller switch. It makes it harder for those with larger fingers. This one has 4 screws. This one, if I remember, has like at least 6 screws, and the blades on this requires a little flat blade screwdriver to pry the washer off before pulling the blade out. And some fans have a nut to remove, and some have a pressure fit where you just pull out with force slowly out to avoid breaking the blades. The Honeywell is one of the earlier Vornado knockoffs that came out as an HT800 with a rectangular base like this one, and a bit noisier because the older one, if I remember, has more power than this one. This one says 0.6 amps, but it's a C-frame motor. This one has a PSC motor here with 0.25 amps, so this is more efficient, energy efficient than this one. And I'll open this one up because I haven't opened it before to show what it looks like. These screws here are a bit shorter, definitely shorter than the Honeywell. The grill pulls right out like this, very easy process than the Honeywell. Well, the Honeywell has 6 screws and also requires a long screwdriver like this, which comes handy for some fans. The difference is the ring here, make it a bit harder to clean. If it gets very dusty, there's an arrow here. This model of Holmes also comes in a gray color, and they still make this, but the new one of this year is a darker blue. It has a 1 screw underneath here to twist and pop off the grill instead of popping the assembly like this. This one is very easy to service, easier than Honeywell I find, with just using a wrench or a socket wrench to remove this bolt and pull out. Here's a close-up of the motor, that PSC motor, and there are screws there to remove the motor, and one here to remove the switch assembly, especially for cleaning. I find it's easier to clean other fans of this segment. If I can remember, there's a Wuzoo. They make one with a big knob on the back, 3 speeds. I also have a Wuzoo, but it's a Globe model, and they make different lineups of fans. There's store brand knockoffs like a Hampton Bay from Home Depot, I remember, which costs more than other fans in the segment. And that one, if I remember, I've seen a video, it has a C-frame motor. There's Polonus, which is a competitor of this segment fan, and many more. And this Holmes Blizzard, one thing it lacks is a real carry handle on the back too. Coming up, I'll do a comparison of noise as well, and air movement blowing towards the box fan coming up. Now these fans do tilt and are wall mountable. This requires 2 screws or nails behind the wall, same with this one. Can tilt the way up like that. Same with this. So it's time to do the noise testing with these fans. I'm going to start with the Honeywell, do one by one for accurate comparison, and the decibel reader here on my iPhone app here as well. Now let's get to the Holmes. Again, this fan goes from low to medium and high. I find the Holmes Blizzard to be a bit louder than the Honeywell. And even without the decibel reader, I can still hear the difference with the sound. But the Holmes has a more efficient motor because it's a PSC compared to the shade pole C-frame on Honeywell. But I find Honeywell to be a quieter fan. The HT900. I don't know about the HT900 with the the PSC motor, but someday I'll have to try that model out when I get a chance. Here's another challenge for these fans. Blow the air of the box fan on high speed. This is about, let's see how many feet from the box fan here. I'm using a tape measure to check how far, roughly, to the Honeywell fan. It's about this is about 9 to 10 feet away, roughly, from the box fan I'm using here. So I try it on here. Start off on, let's do high. The blades are finally spinning on the box fan, but very slow. Again, about 9 feet at least to 10 feet, roughly. Here's the Home Blizzard air circulator. I'm going to turn on high like the Honeywell and see what it's like to have air movement on the Holmes, but it sounds more powerful to me too. Oh, look at that. The blades are spinning earlier than the Honeywell. As you can see, it is spinning much faster too. And I think it's either the PSC motor design on this one makes it more powerful, or design of the entire fan makes it more powerful than the HT900 with the C frame. So here's the end of the video for these Vornado knockoffs. Both of them are budget-friendly alternatives to Vornado brand fans when buying new. But I find the Honeywell to be a better fan for somebody who wants slower noise. But for more power, the Holmes Blizzard does have power packed into a small size, and as seen in the video, in the clip of the box fan, the Blizzard definitely has more power. And I think it's because of the fan design again, and maybe the motor too. The Honeywell HT900, they do the pointier blades now too instead of this round blade design, so that could make a difference, and having a PSC motor. So hopefully I'll get a chance to try out some more Vornado knockoffs of these designs someday than what I have here, but again, this is for fun and entertainment purposes to me. And there you go, that's my take on these Vornado knockoff fans.